And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Now the wolf.
In your face.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't got nothing. Echo. Watch that. He's checking. Crash.
On the toss play, this is Drake. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by...
Thirty-six. Blue draw Coker.
Murray now on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Check the backer.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Give me some. Here we go. Hey, 4-1's Mike. I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Check. Leo. Bravo. 41 Mike.
On first down, Drake. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 18-yard line.
You gotta wedge that, huh? I don't think you got it, son. You go tight. You got tight.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to run this with a tight end. And I'm not... Sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
On the tackle. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 22, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
Bring it up. 54 yards. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 17.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Pass. Shift. Topper. Zoom. 41.
Throwing on first down is Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Undercrush.
Now Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready? Mike 20, Mike 20. Coming to you, coming to you.
Now Murray off play action. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Kenny Stills. 24-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 58 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
54. Mike 54. Yeah.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And the a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Here we go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Mike 50.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Let's go.
On 2nd and inches, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Mike's 50.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They'll go for it with Bell and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards on the ground. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. Escaping the pressure right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-0 our score after 1.
57 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Jason Myers on for the field goal try. He was a Pro Bowler with the Jets a year ago. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. On 1st down, Carson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the corner.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Quinnen Williams showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I get, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken near the 13. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 58 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Mike's by 4. Pick me up. Here we go. Good. Watch out.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. As the first half is winding down. As they have now chopped this. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They'll run with Procise. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, it's Carson, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Short throw to Disley, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Go. Play it. 57. 12. 12. Hey, watch the ball.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Procise. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll buy some time right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Wilson. He finds Ursua. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little.
And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were at it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Henry Anderson there on the stop.
Don't say nothing.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, high 7.
To throw is Darnold.
Hey, man, Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah,
and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Carson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Science.
50, Mike's 50.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Darnold now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
50, 57 to Mike.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
14, check 9. Hey, alert.
Wilson wants to throw it. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Oakland Raiders. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the wolf in the middle. 55. Yo. That's it.
Now Haskins on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
At their own
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
29.
Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
93. 93.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Carr to throw again. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be taken at the 13. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 78 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Carr now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr. Flush to his right. He's got it to Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
53, Mike.
Check back.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Carr going to throw. He's got it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Time to go, night.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a run with Peterson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike, 5.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Daryl Worley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start the drive with Peterson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watch twist.
On 2nd down now, it's Peterson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Switch. Rush in.
On first down, this is Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Geis with the carry on second down. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Peterson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. As the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Redskins 21, Raiders 7. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Raiders take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
First down, Raiders.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Nice. Seam 6. Watch QB drop.
53.
Easy. Kill.
3 is the mic.
Watch a slant.
From the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Carr's pass, incomplete. Intended for Jalen Richard. It leads to 2nd and 10.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, 49 yards. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Now Carr again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 10 yards out. And the Raiders get a score closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
50. Too little, Cupcake.
Peterson. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. Peterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Quick the edge.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
Go, 951. Hey, watch the lane.
2nd down, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
Wayne Harris on the return.
Come on now, let's
The
go.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now. Adrian Peterson. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Good job.
Adrian Peterson, 81 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Redskins 49, Raiders 21. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. On first down, Carr. Defensively, I know and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Room here to run. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big run for AP. And even 60 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
At the 44-yard line.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, Peterson. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give to Peterson running right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
I know you feel that.
3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. AP still got it. Peterson a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check 99.
Now Peterson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Check 59, Mike. 59.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Mike.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Daryl Worley. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He completes it to Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up.